Good evening, this is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. A good-hearted individual wrote me asking some very compelling questions. Now, this individual does not speak English as their primary language. So let's not make fun of this person in the comments section. Let's save the comments for questions about the advice I'm going to render. This person writes, and thank you so much for accepting me. I belong to a Muslim family, but I don't practice Islam as for more than a year. So let's stop right there and address that. I think what this person is doing is very brave. Now, they may live in a liberal Muslim country. They may come from a liberal Muslim family. But they might not. They might come from a very conservative Muslim or Islamic country and from a very conservative Islamic family. If that's the case, they may very well be putting their life in danger. So I really salute their courage. I'll continue. And by the way, I'm not anti any religion. I just don't feel really good about fundamentalism, whether it's Buddhist or Hindu or Muslim or Sikh, whatever. I'm just not a big fan of the fundamentalism that says it's my way or the highway, do what I want or I will harm you. That doesn't strike me as wise, mature, loving, or insightful. Let's continue. And by the way, there are people of that ilk in every religion. It's this part of the dark side of human nature, the petulant, manipulative, aggressive, self-deceiving side. She writes, I am a vegetarian and have not killed any animal for eating, so I want to indulge myself into Buddhist philosophy. Well, good news is you don't have to be a perfect vegan or a perfect vegetarian to explore Buddhism. I really respect your effort of not eating meat, and that's great. And there are so many reasons not to eat meat. There are ecological reasons, there are health reasons, there are beauty reasons. And an additional reason is ethical, just simply wanting to act compassionately and not contribute to the needless harm of another. Now, clearly, if we slaughter someone and eat their flesh, that's harming them. But what few people realize is that by consuming dairy products, we're also harming living beings. For instance, cows are not some magical animal that produce milk mysteriously. They're mammals. And as such, they produce milk naturally just prior and after giving birth. And so for a dairy concern to make money, more than 9 times out of 10, they will keep the cows pregnant as much as possible through what they call forced breeding techniques, which is a fancy way of saying rape. So that's animal exploitation, that's sexual assault, that is subjugation. That's the opposite of feminism. Then they got to make sure that milk from the cow goes to the consumers and not the calf. So if the calf is the male, they drag it away from its mother, causing the mother great emotional distress, and then sell it to the veal industry. If the calf is a female, then she's going to be raised to be basically a milk machine, a milk slave, like her mother. In the wild, cows can live up to 20 years, give or take. In animal agriculture, they live less than 4 years, and after which they are sent to slaughter. So all these various facets of dairy are not compassionate. They're not respectful. And if you are exploring vegetarianism for ethical reasons or compassionate reasons, I would urge you to take what you're doing, the good stuff you're already doing, to the next step, which is to cut out the dairy for the same reasons. Let's continue. Yes, I had a question. How do Buddhist people get married? What's the ritual? Is a Buddhist allowed to marry a Hindu, a Christian, an atheist? Good question. I got to switch arms because my shoulder's getting tired. Okay, so here's the deal. As a liberal, it's my experience that Buddha's intention was not to devise a religion. There was already, at that point of the advent of Gautama, who became known as the Buddha, there were many religions in India. There was no shortage of religions in India at that time. What he set out to do was either A, discover, or B, create a contemplative system that gave people the freedom they were craving. Freedom not necessarily from the laws of physics or political structures, but from the tyranny of their sufferings and those sufferings' causes. Buddha was a meditation teacher, and in my opinion, his most complete explanation of his system, which is different than other systems of meditation, is the Maha Sati Patthana Sutta, which can be translated into, or as, the greater discourse upon the four foundations of mindfulness. You can download that for free using the links below in a text I call Buddha's Larger Meditation Manual. Below this video is a button that reads, Show More. When you click that, you'll be taken to a list of links, and if you click the right one, you'll get free stuff. So, Buddha did not teach, in my view of things, how to get married or who to marry. He taught people who wanted to learn how to meditate. So, as a liberal, I'll tell you, marry whichever adult wants to marry you and whom you feel could be a good partner. But what I counsel most of all is learn and practice Buddha's meditation style. There are various ways to practice it. My favorite way to practice it is efficiently, both for energy and for time and for results. Buddha taught that we could accomplish the path in less than a decade, in less than 7 years, in less than 7 months, in less than 7 weeks, and even less than 7 days. So that's what I counsel. What's most important is that we learn Buddha's method and practice it in a way that's fun, that's pleasurable, that's sustainable, and that's transformative. If you wish to learn this, great. There are many meditation teachers all over the world. There are many books you can buy. If you want my help, you're welcome to it. I have many videos on YouTube. I often teach meditation classes. They're by donation. Some give nothing. Some give as much as they would pay to attend a yoga class. Some give as much as they would spend during a night on the town. The most important thing is that people show up to class 5 minutes early, treat their classmates with respect, and do their homework. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you wish to participate in the Tuesday series of weekly meditation classes, either in person in Southern California or over your webcam during a live webinar simulcast, just use the appropriate link below. If you got questions, write them out in lurid detail in the comment area below, and I'll be glad to answer them to the best of my ability. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Good night.